Hello, Goldeny. Hello, $1.50 Costco hot dog. How are you guys doing? Getting started here. Give me just a moment. All right. This looks good. Okay, save changes. How's it going, guys? How are you guys doing today? I almost said good morning. It is not the morning. Holy moly. Oh, I woke up crazy early. Did not sleep well, so struggling today. But we're here. We're live. Day 23. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Oh, I probably, why is this? Hold on. My camera's unplugged. No, wait, it's plugged up. I had some issues. I don't know if anyone remembers the couple last stream or the stream before. My wife and I will radio each other once it's, time for dinner or something. Because sometimes I miss my phone and yada yada yada, whatever. Anyway, so when I noticed some problems, like when I would use the radio, some of my USB stuff would disconnect. And I don't know, it was causing weird stuff. So I'm thinking it was maybe for this audio interface thing. I don't know. So anyway, I was unplugging stuff and trying to see if I can fix that. But anyway, let's see. Is my Hey, there we are. Hello. Oh boy. Sorry if I look like an absolute bum today. Oh, those are on. Hello. 1 second. Made the mistake of not pushing my hair over when I got out of the shower this morning, and it kind of dried crazy, but whatever. We are back in Kerbal Space Program. Welcome back, everybody. what was I going to mention? Oh, we've had some weird issues too. I don't know if I'm having some hardware issues on my computer or I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, but last night I was messing around. I had a complete crash. Complete computer crash last night. Not just Kerbal Space Program, but literally the entire computer. It's been crazy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe time to I don't know. I don't know actually. I'm hoping it's not memory problems though, because that memory is insanely expensive now, which is another topic. Okay, anyway, let's see. End stream. We are looking for last night's save file. What was that? I heard something. Oh. 1 second. I need to plug that up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so in stream, let's see, that was 8.5. Okay. Oh, I've been working on some things. Yeah, that's right. I've been working on some crafts here. I'll go ahead and show you guys kind of what we're looking at. So the last contract we accepted yesterday was a contract for putting Kerbals on our newly built moon station. So I had been working on this, which I'm calling K Shuttle 1. Literally what I'm building this thing to do is fly from the moon back to Kerbin, or to Minmus back to Kerbin, and just refuel with only liquid fuel, a little bit of, you know, monopropellant. But so that, like, that's kind of the idea, is that I want a shuttle that can carry, right now it can only carry 4 Kerbals. Doesn't need a pilot. It does have some docking ports there, and then some here if we ever needed those for some reason. It doesn't need a pilot. Communications enough for in the sphere of influence of Kerbin, I'm pretty sure. But I kind of just want a vessel that will stay in orbit and, you know, wherever it's at, either around the moon, around Minmus, around Kerbin, and just stay there, hopping from station to station, and taking Kerbals where they need to go. That's kind of the idea. I don't know how well that's going to go. I messed around with the idea of an SSTO, which actually, I hate that this was off stream, but I actually built a working SSTO for the very first time. And when I say SSTO, I mean like it gets to orbit and that's it. Like just barely it gets to orbit. And then it can deorbit, but that's it. Literally the lowest possible orbit you can have around Kerbin is what this thing can do. 1 second. Sorry, I just had some lunch and I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so this is kind of what we got. I wanted to test this thing. What's a good way to test it? So in a vacuum, it only has 0.7 thrust to weight ratio because we're just using these tiny engines here. Dang, that's 0.3. What if we do this? 0.5. Yeah, let's try this. Let's just see. I really want to see if this can work. Just kind of auto strut some things. Let's see. Let's switch to this. Let's see what happens if we try to build a rocket for this thing. Should we use... Oh, this would be cool. Oh, wait, that's right. We have these guys, too. Oh, I was messing with these earlier. The Vector engine. Vector. Alright, what, let's see, that's 5 meter. So we can do a bunch of 5 meter parts, potentially. Actually, will this fit in a... Oh, wow, it could technically fit into a 3.75. Hold on, I want, 3.75. So if we did this, I think technically this could work. Something like that. Oh, well, of course. We'll need a little bit more fuel than that. What does this look like? If we just do this, I literally have no clue what to expect. So let's see what happens. If we have just 5 of those, wow, they're actually tiny. This is 3,500 meters a second. So technically this could get into orbit. Technically. But a thrust weight, oh, a thrust weight of 0.5. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, wait a second. What am I doing? I need to change that and change this. Like that. That's 4,300. So 3,300 with a thrust weight of 2.3. Dang, this tiny thing could basically get into orbit? That's actually crazy. Huh. Wait, what if we build our fairing, though? I guess we don't necessarily have to have a fairing, but it'll make me feel better if we do. Oh yeah, look at that. What a beautiful little rocket this is. Man, there's just none of these really look great. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put some... Let's see what we've got. Yeah, we got that. Let's disable the shroud. Wings. Look at this little guy. Dang, that's actually... Hold on. This could be more useful than I thought. Yeah, let's see what happens. 2.29 thrust to weight. That's crazy with a 3,200. Okay, so we're actually going to need probably some more. 3,800 meters a second. Yeah. So this should technically be able to get into orbit. Let's test it and see with 0 Kerbals on board. Actually, no. Who would we send? We would definitely send 2 scientists and an engineer. Sure. Yeah, let's see what happens. All right, 3, 2, 1. Guess you need to throttle up. Oh, I should probably do mech jeb. Let's see. We'll just see what this thing does. Eventually, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should move our polar space station around Kerbin to a more equatorial orbit. I don't know. Look at this little rocket go. He's doing great. Flower King K2C. Hi, hello, welcome. We're currently testing this new rocket we are building. It's actually going to be a shuttle designed to go from low Kerbin orbit to the moon and or Minmus and back, like kind of just be a shuttle for... Oh my gosh. These guys are all three reaching G limit. Uh-oh. Is this thing going to make it into orbit? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. We're letting MechJeb fly this thing right now. The dedication to stream every day is insane. What's going on, KSP engineer? Goldeny. Duna. Yes, we will be going to Duna. Right now, we're just kind of focusing on getting this contract here. Increase the crew capacity. We need to dock to the moon station 1. But then we are going to Duna for sure. Hopefully we can put Kerbals there. I just don't know. I'm nervous. Before we send Kerbals, we might need to make sure we can produce snacks or something, you know. Solkevsky, what's up, buddy? Welcome back. Jewel 6 win. Oh man, wait, 6? Wait, what? What? We gotta land on Jewel itself? Man, I'm looking at these challenges more and more. Here's the thing. Here's what I think I want to focus on. Obviously, we want to get to Duna. But I also really would like to be able to unlock all of the rest of the parts that we're missing. Like, I would love to make a true SSTO with the whatever those engines are. Jewel 7? What? They keep adding more planets and moons to the Jewel system? Now, once we conquer the Kerbal system... Oh, this is what I look like without glasses, in case you were wondering. Once we conquer the Kerbal system, I believe the outer planets will be in our sights, potentially. Alright, thank you, MechJeb. You did what we needed you to do. So let's see. I'm curious. Oh my gosh, we still got to clean up all of our stuff in orbit. What does that look? What if I block that light? Is that too much light? That kind of seems like it's too much light now for some reason. Okay. SAS on. Where are we in terms of the moon? I mean, we could technically get to the moon right now, but let's warp here. We're going to see if this thing can get us to the moon. We're kind of just testing this, but I mean, I don't know. If we get far enough, I guess we can just complete this contract. As long as we log one thing, you know. Six, 7, got him. He said 6, 7 in separate sentences. Wait, what? Oh, that's so dumb. Oh my gosh. All right, Kessler syndrome. Yeah, it is happening. Oh, am I going around again? I guess so. All right, good enough. Let's set this as our target. And let's head there. So this is oh, not target. Yeah, I guess whatever. I don't know. Oh, whoa. Okay. Relax. Oh my gosh, are you serious? It ran out of fuel right there. Really? Dang it. Oh, it should deorbit though. Okay, yeah. This will be fine. So we can undock here, right? Excuse me. And then this, so this would be the shuttle. Super crazy design, I know. It's so flat and just normal. But I'm not upset about it. Okay, so I'm not sure why it wobbles back and forth constantly. A little odd. All right, so let's keep burning and see. Let's see if this thing would be able to get into an orbit to match our station. We switch over to RCS. Better fine tune. So this is at what, 53, 55? Okay, so that's 54. So let's say at our target descending node, we want to fix our relative inclination and burn retrograde. Oops, too far. All right, how much delta V would this cost? Retrograde. Or actually, well, I guess we could, oh yeah, this is gonna cost like nothing. Okay, this is great. All right, so let's just do that. Let's say, you know, warp here. I don't think we need a maneuver node for this. Okay, should we just make this the mission? I think so. All right, let's see. We need to, we do need to add a maneuver to say, actually, no, hold on. Let's do one thing at a time. First, burn retrograde. We need to actually capture the moon. Dang, I was really worried. Hold on, how much thrust to weight does this have? 3 point... What? Hold on, what? Why was I looking at that number all wrong? I don't know why I thought it said we had, like... only, you know, not even one. Alright, so let's do this. Ah, yeah. All right, let's do that. I'm kind of trying to do this with the least amount of delta V, not exactly the fastest route. You know what though? I just realized we may not have enough snacks for this trip. Oh wait, what am I talking about? We have 800 snacks? That's 800 days for one Kerbal, so for 800 divided by 3. Quick, guys, what's 800 divided by 3? Hurry, hurry. Kerbal lives depend on it. Where the heck is my target? Oh, there it is. Bye, target. Just kidding. We were close enough. Okay, let's aim towards our target now. Yeah, I forgot, actually. We've got tons of snacks on this thing. So we're good. We're totally fine. Perfect. Okay, so we want to aim this way. but also in front of it. So that way we can meet up with it. About right. About right. Good enough. Okay, sorry. Burn prograde and pray it does good. It works every time. It looks like an oversimplified small Hail Mary ship. Oh, that reminds me. Oh my gosh. Guys, hold on. I have to share something with you. Remember I told you my buddy Ginseng... Oh, man. Man, it's messy over there. I'm sorry. Remember I told you my buddy Ginseng B came down to hang out for a couple of days? Well, check this out. This is how cool of a friend Ginseng B is. Starlight Games. That's STARLITE Games on YouTube. Check them out. Look at this, guys. Can you even see me right here? Oh, you can. Hi. Look at this. Is that creepy? This feels creepy. Oh, that's scary. But look at this. Look at what Ginseng B bought for me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. And so, like, that's pretty cool, right? You know, super nice gift, very thoughtful. He knows Project Hail Mary is my favorite book ever. Before it even was announced that it was going to be a movie, I loved this book. I've read it multiple times. If we keep that in the background, is that a flex? I don't want to flex. But look at this. So, my buddy Ginseng B is really into Legos. I recently started actually getting, kits. In fact, the very first kit I ever built was a Doctor Who kit that Ginseng B also gave to me years and years ago. So, anyway, Ginseng B is a lot more into Legos than I am. So much so that when he saw this minifigure picture of Ryland Grace, he said, I just don't think his hair is quite right. So what did he do? He ordered this custom-made hair piece, Lego hair piece, that goes on and looks more like Ryland Grace from the movie's hair. In fact, here's the front of it. How it's kind of got it's kind of parted or swooped a little bit or whatever. And he also got this little extra, like, gosh, I'm sorry, my fingers are beat up. This little sweater thing, and also he's got it like a little cup or whatever. And so he like had to modify inside so that way it would fit properly and stuff. Anyway, super awesome. I love this thing. You got Rocky, Ryland. Oh, it's just so cool. So yes, expect this at some point. This will be built. I don't know if I'll do that on stream though. I don't know. Is that something you guys are interested in? Are you guys into Legos at all? More importantly, or would you be interested in me building Legos on stream? Because I was actually working on this earlier today. Because in my backlog of things to build in Lego, this is one of them. My Lego Saturn V that I literally just today completed the first booster, or sorry, the first stage. And this is all I've got done so far. It's absolutely crazy. This thing is like surprisingly heavy. In fact, I have a scale. Hold on, will this scale read this thing? Sorry, we are getting completely distracted. Have I blown past my... Let's see, where am I on the... Okay, we're 2 kilometers away. We're gonna pause KSP because I didn't even do that before. Oh. That's fine. I have an excuse for why my area is so messy down here. Because I'm not going to be here long, but I say that. I don't plan on being here for a very incredibly long time. All right, can you see this at all? Not really. Let's see how much this weighs. Just the first stage. We're set to 0. Holy moly! This thing weighs almost exactly 2 pounds. How is that even possible? That's like literally exactly 2 pounds. Holy moly. That's insane. Make a flying Soviet tank as a SSTO. It's easy. The one with the nose cones. Oh, that would actually be really cool. Let's see. It looks like an oversimplified. Oh yeah. Lego stream would be cool. That would be kind of fun, I think. But anyway, I don't know if we'll do that anytime soon. But anyway, I'm working on this thing, and the first stage alone is 2 pounds apparently. And it's this tall. My head for scale. Whatever. Anyway, super cool stuff. Excuse me, I burped. Just felt like showing you guys that. I've been working on that over here. I was watching some TV last night and doing some building. Okay. We're back. What does it look like when I leave? Man, I'm a big dude. I block a lot of stuff. I didn't realize you could see my drum kit and my little CRTs and stuff. Wow. Yeah, I apologize for the mess. Okay. My excuse there is I'm renovating the upstairs area, and that's where I'm going to go later. Move all my computer stuff, but haven't done it yet, so it is still just an excuse. Okay, so we're still getting closer, but we're not... Wait, what just happened there? Okay, retrograde relative to... Okay. Let's see. Let's aim towards our target. I did not realize how much thrust to weight we would have up here. I'm seriously considering rebuilding this thing, or at least changing the next one we build. Sorry. Okay. What if we just do this? There's got to be a more like efficient way to do this, right? Because we don't want to aim where the target is. I need to learn more. Oh, whoa. Dang, Judy. Where am I going? Oh, dude, Kerbal. Dang. I don't know what that was all about. Holy moly. Okay. Well, let's... All right. Oof. There we go. Okay. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, I need to find a more efficient way to rendezvous, but I also am going to change this because yeah, we've got way more delta V than I thought. Of course, the more fuel we lose or use, the more thrust to weight we have. Did I say delta V? I meant thrust to weight. All right, let's see if we can dock to this thing up here. Oops. All right, we can shut down these engines. Okay. Now let's see. I I guess we could, let's do a log, open ship log, and say mission dock with moon station 1, moon station 1 in sight, preparing to dock. All right. Is this better in free cam or orbit cam? I think I like orbit cam better for this. I think. All right, let's go ahead and open. Okay. Let's set this as our target. Forget, we don't really have to use RCS for rotating this way. Kind of go like this. I forget, we can actually use a decent amount of monopropellant, not really have to worry about it because this space station has a ton, I'm pretty sure. I think it still does anyway. No, we didn't fill it up completely, but where is this thing? Yeah, docking port alignment indicator. So how does this work? Control from here? There we go. I'm not sure how this works though. Hold on. So if I thrust forward, oh, that goes up, right, okay. So if I do this, there we go. I need to do this until the green section. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait, it's all kind of reversed. All right, we're gonna get this soon enough. I genuinely think I might be better off just eyeballing this, but whatever. All right, turn off RCS. We can close this. In fact, turn off SAS also. And we should... why are we in... What? What's happening here? Wait, are these not... Is it not magnetized? What's going on here? Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay. And... whenever you're ready. Yep, just... Yep, whenever... Uh-huh, just... Whenever... What's going on here? Is this... Wait. What's happening? What's the problem? I'm confused. Why is this not docking? Is it the angle? Wait, what is this? This is hitting that? There's such a big gap there, though. Is that what the problem is? Because I can't back up right here. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Okay. Okay, then. Fine. Oh, no. I can't EVA. Can I? Nope. Oh, wait. Can we... Crew hatch. Here we go. Gerbry, our engineer. Hatch is obstructed. Oh, we can't get out of any of these. Oh, no. What about this? Crew's empty. What if we just... Yeah, there we go. Okay, we just forced it to go. Perfect. Okay, so... Beautiful. All right. Open ship log. We will say... New log entry. We'll say... K shuttle 1 has docked. Bringing the first crew to the moon station 1. Beautiful. Okay, so that is that contract complete. Good job. How are we looking on snacks? Let's see here. Snacks. Oh my gosh, we can be up here for a whole year. Okay. Oh wait, was that the right one? Yeah. Snacks. Mun. Yep. Gilly, they have 1 year. We also have 1 year. Nice. And we can also start the soil recycler and also... oh wait, that's right. Let's move... Let's transfer you into the science module. Who was that? Harkle? Yep, now we want to move Tatiana. Wait, yeah, because we can't... Hold on, let's test this. I want to see. Can we... Who are we right now? Tatiana. Okay, so... Can I... Go through here? Not there. Up here. Can I go through here or no? Dang, nope. Nope. Dagnabbit. What a bummer. That's okay. What the heck? We can turn off SAS. Oh wait, no we can't. Why can't we turn off SAS? Not sure. Okay, Tatiana. Oh. Oh, we were kind of glitched out, I think, because we were moving Kerbals. Okay. Tatiana, transfer you to the science station, please. Gerbry, you can hang out on the... Oh, I like the beard, Gerbry. You can hang out on the shuttle for now. That's fine. All right, so let's see here. Gary Blue, boo. Wait, what? About to run, canes to get food. I'll listen though. Oh, nice, nice. Never had Raising Canes, I don't think. Let's see. So, can we Start research. Do we have any data? We have 0 data, so... Oh, you know what we didn't do? I don't think we brought any science experiments. But we can do a crew report. Requires cupola module. What? Okay, whatever. Fine. Gerbury, we need you in the cupola, please. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can fly through and kind of see what our craft looks like. Well, I mean, I guess we just have those. Never mind. Okay, crew report. We will process that data. And now we can go over here and say... We have 19 data. Let's start research. So it's not much, but... Can we do another one? We can do another one and transmit that data, so we will do that. Oh, we can do an EVA report. Gerbury, go on EVA, please. Get us an EVA report, please. And then board. Whoops. Oh, I forgot. I was like, what? Why is this view blocked? Because we don't have, whatchamacallit? We haven't undocked that tug out there, out front. All right, so let's see. What else? Now we can say review data. Wait, can we right click this and say like, oh, we need to start snack processor. Oh wait, that doesn't matter. We don't have ore on here, but we can. Did we start the recycler? Yes. I don't see anything, so let's just do that. There we go. We have 49 data, and we are slowly generating some science. What's going on over here? Don't know what that was about. What's going on, Gary Blue? Welcome back, buddy. Okay, there we go. Contract complete. We now have Kerbals on the moon station for the very first time. This is pretty cool. And now I think we can focus on Duna. Well, I don't want to delete the alarm because I like having them there. Okay, so what do we have here? 153 science. Whoops. Boop. Contracts close. So we can't really unlock anything, but what can we focus on? Because, see, hypersonic flight would be absolutely awesome. But that costs 550. That would give us basically everything we need to make a fully functional SSTO. Heavy aerodynamics, that would let us build like NASA style shuttles. None of these up here are useful at all until we get mods installed. So this and that unlocks that. So honestly, totally not worried about this for a while. This section here, not too worried about. Heavy aerodynamics and hypersonic flight, though, would be awesome. And really, oh my gosh. Hold on. So how many, oh, this would be nice. Larger relays and antenna and things. Okay, and we got these large, okay, never mind. We still have a lot to do. I was like, man, we're almost completed the vanilla, or well, I should say the community tech tree, but no, we have not yet. Okay. So we need to send a science probe to Duna. We have scanners and stuff there, but we need to send like true science. Essentially, we need to send a spaceship there with some scientists on it. But now all of our scientists are at the moon, on the moon. Okay, maybe a probe first. So let's see. In fact, let's look at the... Hold on, let's look. What do we have? We've only completed 120 out of 1,975. Holy moly. Alright, so crew report while landed at Kerbin's water. Oh dang, we can do that. Crew report while landed at Kerbin shores. Kerman's Mountains. So we've got a ton of crew reports for landing. Crew report. Oh my gosh. So many. The Kerbin's flagpole. Wait, the flagpole is its own. Oh my gosh. I forgot actually you can change this. We want to change this to the flag that I made. I forgot about that. Can we? Yeah, okay, that's fully upgraded. Okay. Is there anything else we can actually upgrade though? Let's see. I don't think so. No. All right. That's funny. I forgot the flagpole is its own thing. That's funny. Okay. What's our transfer window look like for Duna? Duna, we've got a whole year. If we wait that long, then our Kerbal's in orbit may not be able to have enough snacks for a while. Dang. Career evolution. Let's see, what do we have? Uncrewed, flyby Jewel, land on Duna, land on the moon of Duna. Rotate the crew of Moon Station 1. Launch the Sun space station? Holy cow, we don't need to do that yet. Fuel module to K station, Eve station, Moon station. I forgot we still have an Eve station that we just don't have anyone at. A crewed flyby of Duna. Oh, we still need to do a high-res scan of the moon? Oh, wait. What the heck? We're going about this all wrong. We need to do, we haven't even done a high-res scan of the moon yet. When do we have a jewel transfer? So they have 1 year, 250 days, 1 year, 220 days. Left the snacks. Okay, Jewel, 206 days for Jewel. We can prep a Jewel flyby. That would be cool. Cool Jewel flyby. But if we do a flyby, then we'd better do a scan too, right? Oh yeah, we still need to do all these. High resolution altimetry scan of Kerbin, of the moon. Dres, Minmus. Gilly. Duna, Eve, Ike. Dang. Let's see. What if we... Oh, let's see. Land a rover on Duna. Okay, so we can knock out the... I got it. Yeah. All right. We're going to focus on Duna, but let's go ahead and also see if we can get a flyby of Eve. Should we send a crew to Duna? Sun Station is easier than other planets. That's true. I just don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess we could. Could get a decent amount of science from that, but then we'll have to have Kerbals on board, and then we'll have to. So we have to remember, we have to be able to give our Kerbals snacks. I'm trying to think here though. If we could, so here, let me look here. So we have a couple of Duna missions, right? So we're gonna search. Can we search if we go to available? No, okay. Career evolution. So let's see. Satellites, no. Uncrewed flyby. Flyby Jewel. Okay, so that's one. We'll do Duna on this side, Jewel on this side. All right, so we have a flyby contract of Jewel, and then for Duna, we have I think we're gonna have a. Let's see. So that's Jewel. Uncrewed landing. Okay, we have a land on Duna, land on moon of Duna. Okay, so we also have, so this is 1, 2, and then moon of Duna. 3. Okay. So that is land, flyby. And we also have crew flyby of Duna. So we also have. So if we did. Okay. This can go away. So we also have a crew flyby of Duna. All right. What if we do this? We build one rocket. Yeah. One rocket. And this rocket will have one probe, 2, and a crew. So 2 landers and a crewed rocket. So it'll have 2 landers and a Kerbal. We'll have it fly to Duna. And do we have it orbit? So here's the thing. This here could be a lander that can drill into the ground. It drills into the ground, collects that in a tank. Okay, that's collects that in a tank. Okay. And then with a convertatron, it's supposed to be like a cog, but whatever. With a convertatron here, it could turn ore into no. Yeah, not a convertatron. Because we need snacks. Snacks is the biggest thing. So this wouldn't be a convertatron, actually. This would be... This would actually be a hitchhiker capsule. So this would be a hitchhiker capsule. That could create snacks. Snacks. And then that could... Oh, but the problem is it's going to run out of fuel because we would need it to land on the moon and come back. So I'm thinking we put this guy in an orbit around the moon. This guy would land on the moon. Man, this is going to be an expensive thing. Oh, we also have a rover. All right. I think I know what we're going to do. We are going to grab the crew flyby of Duna. We are going to grab the rover on Duna. We are going to grab the land on Duna and land on moon of Duna. And also... should we do the flyby of Jewel that's in 200 days? I think we should wait for that. We're not focused on Jewel right now. We got enough on our plate. Did we get the uncrewed flyby of Duna done? Oh, yeah, we've already done that. Yeah. All right, we got this. Mate, get a curb note and write all plans inside with that complicated plan is easy to be lost. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. We can get to Duna. Yeah. We've already got a rocket. So we need a rover on Duna. It's just going to be a lander, probably. This thing's awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Let's save. Let's open the Duna Relay 1. This was our ginormous ship that has so much Delta V that it's not even funny. However, we need to modify this thing. So, delete this fairing. We need to modify this thing in several ways. One, we need it to carry at least one Kerbal. In fact, let's get rid of this completely. All right, what does our lander look like? Hold on. So let's look at the Delta V map. So we need to go from high orbit around Duna. Actually, Okay, from orbit to landing on Ike is 390. So if this thing can have 390 times, so for 800, if it can have 800 meters a second of delta V when full of ore, or I mean snacks, wait, what? Hold on. Wait, do we have this thing? Ah, I see what to do. Okay. Let's... This thing's gonna have to be completely different because we need... We're gonna need like a hitchhiker's can because that can turn ore into snacks. Hitchhiker, and that thing is huge. Dang it. Alright, we may have to modify this thing then. Maybe we can make it work. Okay, so... calculator built in, by the way. Oh, dang, okay, yeah. Dang, that would be cool. I'll have to look into it. How are we gonna do this? I think what I need to do is actually let's start a whole new thing. All right. So we need. It doesn't have to be a full station though, is the thing, but it does need a hitchhiker. Period. It needs a hitchhiker. Okay, so let's do this. We'll grab you. We'll grab a hitchhiker because you're required. So first thing we're building is the station. So the station needs hitchhiker. It needs... Can you do a crew report from a hitchhiker? I don't know. You know what? If we plan ahead, we could put a cupola on here. And a science lab. Oh, but those are huge. But if we do all this beforehand... No. We shouldn't do that. That's not going to matter. Yeah, just do this. Storage container. Hitchhiker, that is. Alright, so we have a hitchhiker that can recycle soil. Oh, wait. Dang it. Yeah, we do need that anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay. I forgot. We do need a science lab. Science lab lets you turn ore into snacks, not a hitchhiker. Where am I? Here we go. So... Dang it. Dang it. Okay, so... we need... Dang. All of this just to keep one Kerbal alive indefinitely. Is this a bad idea? Should we just... We could just fly the Kerbal... Hold on. Okay, switch it up again. Get rid of this. We need to build the lander first. Okay, so... We are building a lander first. This lander will do one major thing. Land on Ike, mine ore, and have the fuel to leave. Maybe we'll have it generate its own fuel too, actually. Ooh, liquid fuel. Hold on. Not that one. Alright, hold on. What does this look like? If we, change this to Duna, Ike. So, Ike, what does this have in terms of thrust to weight? 10? Okay. This is perfect. So, what's the heaviest part? The heaviest part's probably going to be the engine. So here's what we need. We need... Yep. This is going to work. Okay, of course we're going to need these. Literally just grab as many as will fit. Okay. And then... Oh yeah, beautiful. Of course we're going to need landing legs, but we can mess with those later because I don't know what this is going to look like just yet. Ooh, wait a second. What if... No, it's fine. Just leave that there for now. Okay, so there's that. And then what? Then we could... We 1000% need a convertitron. I think it can just be a small one. We can use the convertitron to turn ore into fuel. Into just liquid fuel. Right? How heavy is that? Okay. The convertitron will turn ore into fuel. Ore will be gathered. Should we do 2 of these big drills? No. I think the small one will be enough. This thing doesn't have to be fast. Just needs to be... I was going to say efficient, but it doesn't even really need to be efficient either. It just needs to work. Alright, let's switch this up. So... This, like that. Oh, we'll need ore tanks too. I forgot. Alright, so let's see. Let's grab some ore tanks. Probably just a couple, right? Because it just needs to... Oh, that does not reach. Okay. Could use robotics. Would that be worth it? I just don't think we really don't need 2 massive drills. Where are landing legs? Holy crap, we can't even get this to... Dang, okay, so this does not like being landed like a lander, I can tell. But I also do not care. So, here's what we're gonna do. What does this look like? That's massive. That's not what we need. We need this. Okay. We also need... Let's see, can this be structural? If we do 4 of these, will that be okay? Could do structural like that. $1.50. There are monoliths on every celestial body in the game, and you can get data out of them. Then all science node for free. Oh, you just got to scan the surface to find them. That's right. We also need to do that too. Man, there's so much we still have left to do. Oh man, yeah. I still need to do. I need to scan the surfaces for anomalies on Kerbal, on Minmus, on the moon. Oh, on Eve, on Gilly, on Ike, on Duna. Man, we've got so much to do still. Oh boy. Alright, so let's do this. What if we bring these down? Those are not... Yeah, something like that. Okay, so now what would this look like if we got our landing legs? Put them on here. Lowered them. Oh, they're actually on the... Dang it, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. I guess that'll work. But I actually wanted these on here, not on the... Yeah, there we go. So now they're attached to the beam, not the ore tank. Okay, I think that's okay. I think that it'll do. What if these are all completely full of ore? We still have 1,500 meters a second. That's awesome. Okay, so let's do this. So this will mine ore. The Convertitron can turn that into liquid fuel, and that'll give this tank enough fuel to go wherever. Perfect. What else does this need? This needs communications. This needs sunlight. In fact, we probably want to put a battery up here, 2 or 5 or 12. Center of mass is kind of high. I don't love that. But I think it'll be alright. Could be worse, right? But you gotta cross-check the anomalies with the regular Easter eggs from the devs, as unlike the dev Easter eggs, the monoliths spawn at random. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Okay. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Dang, that would be cool, actually. Easter egg and monolith hunting. Oh, man. That sounds fun. Sounds like something we might do soon. Yeah, sure, whatever, do that. Okay, so power generation and heat management is going to be a huge deal. A little bit of clipping, but is that okay? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. That's a little better. Okay. Oh, you know what I could do? Well, no. Let's see. That should be fine. Ugh, I hate these antennae. Okay, what are we going to call this thing? This thing's going to be Ike Lander 1. All right, and so what this will do is land on Ike, of course, generate fuel, and be able to go up into orbit. Let me think here. All right, so let's say this thing was completely full of fuel, completely full of ore. What could... All right, this thing would have 1,400 meters a second. That could get you from Ike to orbit around Duna, right? 390, 150, 30. 390 plus 150 plus 30. That's a high orbit around Duna for only 500 meters a second. Plus another, or sorry, we'll say 600 meters a second. Plus another 360 is 1,000. So with 1,000 meters a second, we can get into a low Duna orbit. That's not bad. Question is, do we want monopropellant? Probably. And do we want any additional tanks other than the one that we have? I think we might actually want a larger ore tank. Dagnabbit. I think we want to get a larger ore tank because then we could take it up to anywhere. We could just like refuel anything. $75 times 4 is 300. This holds 300. Oh! Wait, 4 of these carries the same as one of those? Really? Interesting. Did not realize that. Maybe we should leave that then. Have some extra ore on hand. Radiation. We need, these you have to activate, don't you? And they only work best if they're like around the thing that generates heat. Oh my gosh, where are we going to put our drills? We haven't even placed our drills yet. Hold on, we need to change this then. This needs to go there. And then the drill needs to go like this. Oh, dang it. We're going to need another set of these. But remove that and remove that. Put 2 drills. Oh, dang. Dang nabbit. That's what I almost said. Like this. It still doesn't reach. Oh, man. Oh, wait. What if we... Can we do this? Can we be... Oh, man. Can we be cheesy about it and say we want to put these under here? Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Sweet. But that gives us 4 drills. I don't think we need all that. And if we're going to do that, then I want to change this back to being like this. Yep. Just like that. And then... Yeah, we only need 2 drills, I think. Or should we bring the... Maybe we should bring the extra ones just in case. One of these from Eggs on the Moon is oh wait, I don't want to spoil the Easter eggs yet. If I can help it. I want to leave it a surprise because I don't know a single Easter egg in this game except for the monolith that's right next to the Kerbal Space Center. Oh, that's not true. I know there's a face on Duda or something. Let's see. But I'm gonna try and keep those a secret if I can, or a surprise if I can. All right. So if this was completely full, we still have 1,000 Delta V. Holy moly! This thing is awesome. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then let's do this. Also gonna put some monopropellant. Do we want that so high up though? Actually, yeah, hold on. I feel like... Oh, dang it. We need to move all of this. We need, I want fuel to be down here. Oh, we should have built this thing to be flat. I just thought about that. Then we don't have to worry about it tipping over. Oh well. See that? Yeah, that's fine there. These will fluctuate. So let's put these here. Monopropellant. See electric charge there. Let's do the same here actually. Electric charge, monopropellant, convertitron. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what we want. Yeah, because that... Well, actually... Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully. I think it'll be fine. Alright, so we would extend these. That would give us... Let's see, we've got communications. We've got... power, but we need heat management. I think we could get away with like 2 of these, but maybe we do 4 just in case. Oh. What about on top of here? Turn it. Oh, of course it's going to rotate, but like once it's actually up here. Once it's actually deployed. It'll auto rotate, but what if we do that? Is that too... I mean, that's not... I don't think that's horrible. It's a lot of clipping, but also... I don't know. I think it might be okay. We can test it and see. Okay, what else? Oh, should we put the probe core on top, actually? Why are we putting that on the top? Makes more sense to keep the probe core away from the ground, right? Okay, we need some RCS thrusters. The big ones. Oh, that's why I forgot. I had that actually towards the center because that's going to be the center of rotation, but I think it'll be all right. This will be for fine tuning, docking and things like that if we need to. And honestly, it would be really cool if we could actually completely scrap this and redesign it so that way we could land, like we could leave this thing on the surface mining and then come down, land a rocket on it, and then leave. We might be able to do something like that. Oh, we could send an arm down here with this. Hold on. Are we onto something there? Hold on. We've got robotics. Why not use them? Okay, what if we have this? It folds out. Yeah. Okay. We have this. It folds out. This extends. And we don't have to have 4 of these. We could have 1 or something. And then all this does is connects. Like maybe we could have a grabber on it or a docking port. What's going on? What's going on, buddy? So we are building a lander that is going to land on Ike, the moon of Duna. And I'm trying to find a way to potentially... Let's see, okay, we definitely don't need 4. Or maybe we do actually to counterbalance. Hold on, if we do this, center of mass is still in the center. Haha. Oh, we do have a servo. Huh. And they can be radially mounted. Good to know. Okay. Here's the question. If we put a docking port on one end, right, so this is going to put a docking port on each end, but then what if we say move from symmetry and delete, and then move from symmetry and delete. And then instead of a docking port on... Dang it. Instead of a docking port on one... We could just have an arm? A grabber? Maybe? Not a big grabber. A little grabber? Oh, dang it. Wait, then why have a docking port at all? What am I doing? You get out of here. Yep, let's do that. We can do that and then extend these out. We can actually extend these out for a number of reasons. Like, let's say we're about to fall over. We can just extend these. And extend these. And that'll at least help us from tipping over. Oh, we can actually move these lower, too. Hold on. Change that to 50. And then what if we... Oh, but if we extend those... Oh, easy. Move these to be this way. Is that better? I think. In fact, we yeah, we could probably, well, probably don't want to move them all the way up there. Something like that. Yeah. There we go. And then that way we can use these for docking up with something else, grabbing onto something, whatever. We can use it for a number of things. Sweet. This thing got a lot bigger than I thought. But it can now collect ore. And then take that ore somewhere else. And do whatever. So it can collect ore and then create fuel. But if it cannot create snacks, which is fine. It doesn't really need to. But if it can go to a craft that needs snacks, or that can create snacks, then it'll be good. Yep. This thing's great. I hope. Alright, so this is it. No, it's not. We need docking port. We will do docking port up here. And then these arms can be used the rest of the time. We need to say these are locked. We need to say these are locked. I think that means they won't move around. And I guess we could auto stretch some stuff. That'd be good enough. I don't think we need to auto stretch everything. We're doing one big lander. Yeah, so this is going to be a lander that will land, have the ability to drill, and then create fuel. So it can store ore, and it can generate fuel. But would also... I'm planning on having a Kerbal probably. Let's see. I don't know how long it'll take to get to Duna. Because we have to worry about snacks is pretty much the big issue we have here. Wait, or... Oh. I forgot. We can literally just... We have the freezing capabilities. We can freeze Kerbals now. I forgot. Okay, whatever. This is Icelander 1. This thing's awesome. Next we need a rover. to land on Duna. So let's just a lander. I mean, sorry, a rover. I don't think it's gonna be a real rover. It's gonna be able to fly around probably. Oh yeah, because wings can work in Duna a little bit, right? All right, let's do that. So Ike Lander 1, save. Let's open a new thing. We will say, oh wait, we made a lander before. Sorry, a rover. Moon rover, spitball, moon rover. Oh wait. Eve Station, Eve K, Eve Rover. Oh, dang it. We called it a ROVR. What a dummy. All right, Eve Rover 1. Yeah, look at that. Get rid of all of this. This thing's got a big parachute. Oh, it doesn't have rockets on it, though, so we would actually have to drive it. Other than, you know, using this thing. Maybe... Let's see, what would this have on Duna? 12 thrust to weight ratio? Oh my gosh. But only 570 delta V. We could modify this thing to have wings on it. Or use propellers. Don't think we need to worry about that. This, we can have a bigger heat shield for it. You're back, welcome back. You'll try to land on a few biomes or only one. So I think it's going to want us to land and then like go to several different places for the contract. So probably just one mainly for now. And then we can go to others later. How did we control this thing before? Does it not have any other antenna? Also, I don't think we need these. We didn't even use these last time to re-enter. How can we do this? How can we do this? We can... we can modify these to aim outwards more because I think by default they were burning up our front solar panels. And then maybe we can use this to kind of hop around. Maybe. Since you're sending the rover to Ike, you don't need the heat shield. No. This rover's going to Duna. We're sending a lander to Ike, a rover to Duna, and a manned spacecraft. Just, it doesn't even have to really get to orbit technically, but it probably will. I think this will be fine. We do want a heat shield. Don't need one that big. Don't need one that small. So we'll do this. Probably don't need all that. And we definitely don't need all of the ablator. Yeah, we'll just try this. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so this will now be Duna Rover 1. I don't know why I did ROVR last time. That's dumb. Save. Okay, so let's save that. Okay, so that's a rover and a lander. All right, so let's do this. Let's open the Duna Relay 1 rocket that we sent last time. Definitely gonna have to modify this thing, but it had way more Delta V than we needed, which was very nice. We're gonna completely scrap this thing. If we plan to put the lander on here, then it will look something like this, roughly. So we're gonna need a bigger shroud. How much thrust to weight does this thing have? No, yeah, let's keep it like this. This thing has worked so well for us. So that's what we'll do. We want this thing to get into orbit around Duna. Then get into orbit around Ike, or at least fly by it so that way this can deorbit. Actually, that might be able to do it by itself. All right, let's try this. And then what will this look like? Man, this thing's gonna be huge. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Well, it's gonna look funky, but I think we might be able to make it work. Now, here's the thing, though. We have this, the deep freeze items. Can we put a Kerbal in here and have them stay frozen for the duration of the thing? How does this work? So it has 200 snacks, and it has glycerol. But how do we know how long that'll last? Do we just have to test it? Um... Oh my gosh. Oh, this might actually be the dumbest looking rocket we've ever built. No way. Why not call it the Rust Rover one? Could. Don't forget about the decoupler between lander and lower stage. Good call, thank you. Oh man, there's got to be a better way to do this. Oops. Oh boy. All right. I just don't want to have to rebuild. I mean, I guess like I could rebuild this whole thing, but in this diameter, and then have a different. Should we do that? That thing's true Kerbal design. Yeah, this is. Oh, this thing's gonna be crazy. You know what? Hold on. I know one way we can fix it. This heat shield, this size is not necessary. Remember last time? We didn't even. We went into Eve with a little tiny heat shield. We did have all those radiators though, but I bet we can get away with just doing this. Oh, it's crazy. All right. Disable cross feed. Enable staging. All right. Let's try. I guess actually, like, we literally could just do something stupid like this. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, what the heck was that sound? I don't know what just happened there. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh, we cannot. No. What is that sound? I've literally never heard that sound before. Why does it do that? Alright, go back to this. I mean, maybe we could get away with a slightly larger 2.5 meter. Oh man, that still looks really bad. Do we just redesign this thing to be 2.5 meter? I really liked this thing though, but it worked for us last time. I'm so torn. Let's do this. Let's try it like we were doing it. I mean, I know I want it to look good, but also, holy moly, that one's even too. Oh, that's right, because we had it. Oh boy. Okay. You get out of the way, please. In fact, if we're doing that, we might as well just say, build this fairing, please. Oh, I was like, where's the solar panels? There they are. Okay, those are good. All right. Beautiful. Now that's a rocket. Oh man. Okay. Staging time. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. And then from here, This would need to decouple next. In fact, wrong. This would need to decouple. So we drop the rover first. Well, I guess we're going to have to. Drop the rover first, then drop this. Oh, did we empty all these tanks back out? That's empty. Those are empty. That's full. Perfect. Perfect. Remember, you're carrying a much bigger weight, so it might not be enough. That's true. Might want to see if it can even launch. Oh, yeah, we got a thrust to weight of 4.8 from the launch pad with just these 4 boosters, which is crazy. Total delta V of 5,400 though. That's not. Let's see what stage is that. Oh wait. This would be released and then launch that rocket. $5,400. That is not enough. We need how much? Let's say to get to Ike, we need 5,200. Holy moly. What's this thrust to weight gonna be? Oh wait, this is on Duna too. Dang it. Kerbal. Oh, 4,900. No. Yep. Yep. 1.3 thrust to weight, and this one's 0.93. Dang it. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to build a new launcher. You know what? That's fine. Yep, that's fine. Delete. Okay. Well, here we go then. So this guy, we need. That's where we're gonna put our Kerbal, right? They're gonna be in there. So we need some sort of ship here. So let's go here. Put on that. Yeah, sure. No, that's dumb. All right. So let's do. Actually, hold on. How do we want to do this? Because we could just put it in a shroud. No, this is fine because we. Yeah, we're gonna want this to return. I just want to put one of those on there. Oh, wait a second. Where was that big ship we had? What was that? We sent the moon shuttle. Or sorry, the K shuttle. K shuttle 1. Let's merge this. Because we had this big old thing. So if we literally put this thing on here and built us a fairing. What's that? 3,900. Oh wait, that's if we Yeah, so that's all of that. Then we deploy the fairing. Then we decouple you. Yep, that's right. Then we decouple you, decouple you. Okay, so this says 3,900 meters a second. What is the efficiency of these in a vacuum? 315. Yeah, that's not great. Oh wait, but if we're gonna use just these stage for a vacuum and... Wait, what about this guy? In a vacuum, 340. Holy moly. How much delta V is this? Wait, huh? 2,700. Oh. Interesting. Do a new reusable booster? That would be nice. So this is 3,900. So this technically could get us into orbit by itself, which is kind of funny. Oh, I guess we can get rid of... Wait a second. Wait a second. What if... Yeah, hold on. Oh, what if we did this? What is this thrust to weight in a vacuum? 0.14? Oh, man. Is that true, though? Because... I don't know if that's true. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. So, if we put this here like we did before... Okay, what if we did this? I think we would need that. Oh, well, we have monopropellant. Dang it. Actually, yeah, that would probably make sense. Hold on. I don't want to undo that. That'll make the game crash. Let's do, dang it, it has to be done radially. That's fine. Alright, so let's put these back. Two there. Two there. Good enough. Okay, so now this has a total of what? 3,300 meters a second of delta V? How is that right? Hold on. What? Also, what about this? This only has 3,500. Wait, what is this? Hold on. This stage is... Oh, okay, hold on. When this stage is... Then we burn these. And these. So that's 3,300 in this stage. With a thrust weight of 1.59. So what happens if we do that? 3,700, 1.28. So that's enough for this stage to get into orbit. Hold on. Why are we doing this? What about this? What is that? 1.07 with 4,000 meters a second of delta V. That's crazy. Okay, so... Then we decouple and burn these at stage 4. And it says stage 4 only has 500 meters a second of delta V. Is that right? Wait, that can't be right. Hold on. Did we disabled crossfeed for these, right? Yep. All right. I don't know if I trust this delta V readout. 4,500. Yeah, I don't know if I trust that readout. I say we test it for ourselves. Put some of those on there for control. Because if our Kerbal is going to be put to sleep... Who is our Kerbal going to be? Should we send Jeb? Let's send Jeb. He's going on a solo mission. He's finally decided he's ready to give it another shot. He's going to be the first one to test being put unconscious. Or being frozen, actually. Alright, let's just test this thing, see what happens. Staging. I think looks okay. No. Fairing down here. Yeah, let's see what actually happens here because... yeah, I don't know. I don't trust it. Jeb will return. Just make 2 stages. First will take you to the orbit and second will take you to Duna. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping this will do. We'll see though. Okay, we're just testing here. We will say... In fact, let's test, or let's use MechJeb. MechJeb, ascent guidance. We're aiming for 75 kilometers and engage autopilot and throttle up at stage. Oh, barely crawls off the pad. But it's going. Whoa, that fast spin. Alright, we're just testing here. We're going to see what happens. Did you remember solar panels? There are some... Yeah, we've got solar panels. Not on this stage, but in the fairing. You know, I used to give MechJeb a lot of crap because I'm like, why have it autopilot? But it's perfect for when you're testing something like this. If you fly absolutely perfectly as MechJeb, what happens, basically? I really want to figure out the whole camera thing. I want a flyby camera so bad, where your camera's just stationary and your rocket just comes flying past it, you know? We're just seeing if this reading is accurate, Because of this stage... Yeah, okay, see, the next stage is gaining a lot of delta V. You see, our total delta V is actually going up, if you look right here. Also, here's a serious question. Can you guys read the UI at all? Is it too small? Because I have a super high resolution monitor TV, and it's very big, so I don't know. Like, sometimes some numbers are pretty small even for me, so I'm wondering, can like you guys see it, or should I try to scale up the whole UI? Just let me know what you think. Yeah, look at that. Look at our delta V. Okay, now it's going down, but it's saying we still have a total of 4,000 and some. I can't read it. I could have zoomed in on delta V, but it's quite small. Okay, that's what I figured when I look back at the other ones. I'll mess with that and see if we can increase the UI scale. You're watching on your phone so you don't see those numbers? Oh, okay, yeah, especially on a small screen, I can imagine. Probably can't see much of anything except for the rocket. Okay, a bit of a hot ascent. Not quite how I would have done it. But, of course, we've seen how I do gravity turns. It's not beautiful. Not pretty at all. Okay, it's now physics warping. Just want to see what this looks like. Once we get into orbit, how much delta V do we have, and how much thrust to weight does this stage actually have? You can in settings? Yeah, I think I can. In fact, yeah, we can do it now. But it does say that you need to restart for some things to fix, but let's try it. So one problem is my nav ball. Oh, you can just toggle making history. Disable the making history DLC mission editor and additional launch sites. Oh, that's kind of cool. Huh. That's kind of cool. And additional launch sites. I usually have those disabled anyway. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so I don't know what all this is either. Sound name. Computer short. Wait, what? Clock tower classic? What is that? Sound repeats 3. Oh, this is alarm clock. Okay, hold on. KSP community fixes. Oh. Should we disable that? Might disable that. Wait, altimeter position left and right. Oh, I didn't know you could move that. I wish I could move it up and down. That's crazy. I did not know you can move that. Oh no, is that Senator? Oh man, I don't know. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of cool. I did not know that was a thing. Reset flight UI scaling. Oh yeah, look, there you go. That's how big the nav ball is normally. That's crazy. And I always put the nav ball over to the left because yeah, see, we need to scale up everything though. Don't we have a mod for that installed? Looking over at my thing. Maybe not. Okay. So, altimeter scale. I feel like that scale is fine. Well, we can make it bigger. Oh man, that's huge. But honestly, on stream, it doesn't look that bad. Alright, what if we go 133? Map filter. I'm not worried about that. Staging stack scale. Oh, you know, we could increase that. That actually is a lot easier on the eyes. Holy moly. Maybe I should have done this a long time ago. 133 mode control scale. Oh, that's this. Oh, that is so much better. I feel like I could probably actually read those now. Let's change it to 133 also. This is crazy. Crew portraits. I like the crew portraits. Are they too small now? Yeah, let's make them big. Nav ball scale. Yeah, I think we had that at like max last time. Should I move it all the way to the left? I feel like that's too far. Oh, oh, where's the nav ball? Whoa, oh, catch it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where is it? All right. Yeah, see, that's like too far. I want it like right. I want it about the same distance that my face is from the right, left, whatever. I want the nav ball the same distance from the left as I am to the right. I want the nav ball the same distance to the left as I am to the right. I'm pointing left, but I'm pointing at the right of the screen. Whatever. But we can't change this UI scale though, can we? Oh, apps scale. If we do 133, what if we hit apply? Whoa, that's huge now though. Hold on, maybe we do. Oh, we can. Whoa, we can make those absolutely teeny tiny. What the heck? I didn't know we can make them small like that. That's actually pretty handy because, I mean, I don't really need those to be very big. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, we literally just could have changed UI scale. Oh, that was huge. Okay. Oh, man. Now you can't even see anything. Okay, hold on. Dang it. Should we have just reset? Okay, let's put all this back to... everything back to 100. And then we'll just scale everything up to 133. In fact, nav ball can be bigger. If it's as tall as me, I won't be upset. Is that as tall as me? Or is it short? Let's use oh, here we go. We'll use this. Oh, I guess actually I could probably just... Let's do that. Open this. Get rid of that. There's our plan, in case you're wondering. All right, so I want to see if the top of my head is roughly the same height as the nav ball. Oh, dang, that's pretty darn close. I'm happy with that. All right. And that's it. Accept, resume. Is this better? Wow, I feel like I can actually read things now, except this looks kind of blurry. Dang, this is huge. This is crazy. Also, why are we... Oh, we're still physics warping, that's why. I'm like, why is the frame rate so low? All right, is this better? Can you even... I don't even know. Can you see the numbers at all? Did that scale change? Yeah, I think so. I feel like I can make the altimeter smaller, but... I can also just always hit F2 and hide everything. Okay, so this should put us into orbit at some point. Well, I guess down here in 15 seconds. Wait, what does the map look like? Wow. Can actually see. Okay, let's see. And boink. That is orbit. Beautiful. Okay, so we still have in this stage 629 meters a second. So let's just say we were trying to get on a Kerbal escape trajectory. How far could we get? Doesn't look like we can even get past the moon, which is fine. Not a big deal. All right, so then we stage. And now this stage has what? Only 2,200 meters a second. And a thrust to weight of 0.42. Wow. I mean, it's going though. This is fine. With 2,200, could we get to Duna with 2,200? No, we're absolutely not burning correctly, but oh yeah, we are. Sort of. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're finally past the moon's orbit. Oh, we could use that for a slingshot, but I think I've missed my opportunity. That's fine. Alright, so that would get us into that. Let's just warp here. We're just testing. We're going to revert no matter what, but evening, what are we doing? What's going on, buddy? We are working on going to Duna. We have a multi-mission rocket on the way right now. It's going to do a number of things. It's going to land a lander on Ike, the moon of Duna. We are going to land a rover on Duna itself. And we're also going to have a Kerbal, which, oh yeah, that's right. They're currently in this cryo tube. I guess we need to put them to sleep at some point. No, freeze them, I mean. So we're headed to Duna, basically, to do all those things. The lander that's going to land on Ike is actually equipped to mine ore and convert that into fuel. So it's kind of going to be like the Duna system traveling refueling station, basically. Did you manage to get the ore to land on Eve? Yes, we did, finally. I need to like clip that or something and be able to link it because it was just barely we made it. Just barely. Oh my gosh, I cannot, like, it took us so many times. So many tries. But we did do it. Just took forever. Let's see. So I know we're at an absolutely horrible transfer window, but I just want to see if I burn prograde. Let's see. Hold on. Let's look at the map. That's what we should do. Or the yeah, the Delta V map. So if we open, is there a button to open up this thing? this thing. So from here to Duna, we need 130, 250. Oh yeah, wait, we still have 2,000? It takes 130 to get an encounter with Duna at the correct transfer. But let's see. So we currently have like 2,000-ish, right? And we are here. Or wait. $610 kilometers. Oh yeah, no, yeah. We are more like, so we're like here. Wait, we just left Kerbal, and so yeah, now we're in an orbit like this. So now we need 90 plus, no, we need 130 plus 250. 130 plus 250, and then we'll say plus 30 plus 150. That's only 560. So yeah, I think we've got plenty. We should have plenty of delta V in this stage. I mean, let's still test and see, like, if we were trying to increase our apoapsis here, what would that look like? Congrats. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was, oh my gosh, that was tough. And we just barely made it. Like, we just passed the 10 seconds. Like, so you had to land and be stable for 10 seconds. And we just barely made it past 10 seconds before our other ore tank blew up. Because we were, like, rolling around in the high gravity and stuff. It was crazy. But we did. We managed to do it. I was so happy. Oh, this looks a little weird, but... Okay. So that took us like... Dang, that took us like 800 meters a second. Oh, we're kind of close, actually. For an encounter now. What if we... Does this change anything? Oh, I think my wife's here. 1 second. Okay, let's see. Saves. Only adding up manually. Wait, what happened? There's a Delta V map where you can click on where you start from, where you're going, and you can select things like round trip. Oh, wait, really? Okay. Change of plans. My wife and I are going to go out to dinner, so we need to wrap this up. I really wanted to see what I love you. I guess we're just, I mean, we're not at a good time. Oh yeah, what is this? Wait. Yeah, wait, when did closest approach? Oh, that's in 2 years. Why does it do that? Why does it show us our closest approach 2 years from now? I want to see our closest approach at the soonest time. I don't know what's happening here. Oh yeah, we are so far away from Duna right now. So yeah, I may have to actually end the stream here in a moment. I may have to pick up on this later. Dang. Oh, we're gonna hit Kerbin, that's why. We're about to hit Kerbin again. Dang. Do we have enough Delta V? I don't think so. Well, hold on. This stage has 1,000. That's right. It's not calculating these other stages. So if this stage has 1,000, or it had about 2,000. Dang it. So technically, oh yeah. Okay, if this was at a transfer window, we should have an encounter. I think we have enough. Maybe. But let's test this. So let's say... So this... Technically, this section only needs to fly by Duna. It doesn't need to stay, technically. So, what if we... Let's say we successfully got to Duna right now. How much Delta V does this have? 0, apparently. What if we activate engine? 884. That's not a ton. Whoa! Oh, we're still warping. I was like, how are we spinning that fast? Okay, so 884. Let's look at the map. Hold on. So 884 from encounter. Oh, we could definitely land. So we have 800. So at this stage, we would have 884 meters a second. Then we could do a capture burn for 200. So we have like 600-ish. 30. Wait. At this, hold on. Okay, at this stage, we need to land, but we can aero brake. So we need 3, 4, 5, at least 600 Delta V, 600 meters a second Delta V in this stage. What does this stage have? 800, or sorry, 643. So this should be enough to, from orbit around Duna, this should be enough to deorbit. Whoa. Whee! Okay, that's just for fun. Okay, and then this has how much? This has 1,200 without the probe. Okay, yeah. This can definitely do it then. We can definitely do this. I don't think I'm worried about it at all. Not at all. What if we turned around? Oops. We need to test how freezing works. So like if we do this, deep freeze menu, what is this? Oh, it tells us. Okay, so pilot, so we can freeze him. Oh, we don't have enough electric charge. Oh, okay, well, good thing we tested that then. We also just redocked with this thing. Okay, so, all right. Well, we learned we need more electric charge on this stage. Maybe we could do with some more fuel on this stage too, maybe. I just love playing in space in this game. All right, so We need more electric charge on this if we're wanting to freeze Jeb. Dang, look at that. Center of mass is almost perfect. Oh, that's right. Hold on. I was going to check and see what does this do? So if we oh, it's locked. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so about like that, 150 degrees. And then what if we extend these? Oh, that's so cool. And then we can lock them, right? Locked, yes. So now they won't like move around or anything if we start moving around or whatever. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, this looks fine. Flying through debris in the middle of space. This looks fine. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, we at least know what we need to change. But I am going to have to go get ready. We're going to go get some dinner. I may be back on later tonight to actually fly this mission. Oh, wait. Did we save this as the Duna Relay? Dang it. We just need to call this like the Duna K1. Duna K. Save. The K stands for Kerbal, as in it is a manned mission. Yeah, I think we can modify this quite a bit, I think. To give us more electric charge, maybe a little bit more fuel, or more Delta V, I mean. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll mess with it and see. But for now, I'm going to have to call it there, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sorry for a shorter stream today. What time is it? Or how long have we been streaming, I mean. Well, a couple hours. Dang. Okay. Well, we've got our rocket. We need to make some adjustments, but we've got the main craft here ready to go. So yeah, I don't know if it'll be later this evening or tomorrow, but we should be flying this thing to Duna very soon. Again, sorry for the shorter stream. How come, wait a second. Oh, I missed this one. Sully said, you need to keep burning while you're still in Kerbin's orbit, then use less fuel. That's true. Yeah, I should have done that. I think we may have enough Delta V on here. Obviously don't have enough electric charge, need more power generation if we're going to be doing that, but I think we can make it work. Probably. I think so. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to head out for today, guys. I appreciate it, or at least for now. Let me exit and make sure we save. Save game. 86-2026-001 in case we have more later. Okay, there we go. All right, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about Legos earlier. Maybe I'll bring out my Legos and build the Project Hail Mary. The Hail Mary, or I've got to finish the Saturn V before I do anything, but maybe we'll do that on stream at some point. Seems some people might be interested. Okay, that's it. I appreciate it. Check back again later. Turn on the notifications or whatever. We may go live again later today. Or tomorrow. So look forward to actually going to Duna finally. I feel like all of my missions get dragged out, or like, oh, let's do this real quick, let's do that. I just need to just focus and do it. But anyway, that's gonna do it for now. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time. See ya.